Hey, it's Angelina. So today I'm gonna be filming a movie DVD collection. This is my third time trying to film this, so I'm kind of frustrated. So I hope you guys enjoy it and watch the whole thing because I put a lot of stress into this. Anyway, this is my third installment of this series, and yeah, it's my nostalgia collection. Is what I call it because it mostly consists of movies that I watched growing up. So most movies are from the 90s and the 2000s. So let's just get into it before I get interrupted or something. So first I have Inside Out. And I'm not going to be going into what the movies are about for the most part. I might be telling you like why they're nostalgic to me or something, but yeah, just mostly be showing the movies. Next I have Iron Man. I remember watching this at my dad's house as a kid. So, yeah. Next, I have Jackass, the 7 movie collection. So, it has all the Jackass movies and all the .5s, and then Bad Grandpa and Bad Grandpa .5. And this is just what it looks like on the inside. Next, I have Johnny Cash live at Montremax or something. It's just a concert DVD. Next, I have John Tucker Must Die. I watched this movie a lot growing up. It's like just a teen movie. I used to think it was gonna be scary, but it's not. It's just like a teen revenge movie. But yeah. Next, I have Jackass: The Lost Tapes, which is just like stuff that never made it to the TV show. Next, I have the Jackass box set. So it has like the TV show, and then it has like bonus features and like behind the scenes. It has like the Where They Are Now special thing that they did, probably some other specials, and like their appearances at like the VMAs, and then it also comes with like a booklet. So next I have Jersey Shore season 3 and season 1. I never watched season 1. This was like a show that like I wasn't supposed to watch as a kid, but I would like sneak and watch it. Don't think I watched season 1 though. I do remember watching like the first episode of season 3 when like Dina came and stuff, because I don't remember ever watching it when Angelina was there. Not that anyone cares, because unless you watch this show and know what I'm talking about. But next I have Judy Moody and the No Bummer Summer. This is such a fun summer movie. I love it. It's kind of just like a summer bucket list type of movie, but with this like little girl who gets left with like her aunt for the summer, and all her friends are like doing fun stuff, and she's just like stuck in the house. Yeah. And it's super colorful. And I think it came out, I feel like I wasn't that young when I first watched it. I think it might have came out when I was like 11 or something. I didn't see it till I was like 12 or 13. I don't know. Next, I have Joyful Noise. I have Kit Kittredge, American Girl. I thought I watched a whole bunch of American Girl doll movies when I was growing up, but this is the only one I really remember. So I feel like maybe I didn't. I was into American Girl doll. I never had one, but I would get like the magazines or whatever. So yeah. Next I have King Kong. This is another movie I remember watching at my dad's house as a kid. So when I saw this in the thrift store, I just was like, let me get that, even though I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. It's 3 hours long. I don't know how it kept my attention as a kid, so it must not be that. It must be a pretty good movie if it could do that. But yeah. Next I have Kim Possible movie, So in the Drama, or So the Drama. Yeah. I keep saying yeah. Next I have Katy Perry, Part of Me. I saw this movie in theaters so much. I saw it in theaters so many times. Sorry. So many times. I'm not the biggest fan of Katy Perry, but I had such a fun time seeing it in the theater, so I don't want to give the DVD away just because of the good memories I have associated with it. But I don't know if I'll ever watch that again. Next I have Jumanji, the Robin Williams one. I've never seen any of the new ones, so to me this is the only Jumanji movie because it's the one I've ever seen. So next I have The Little Rascals and Little Rascals Save the Day. I only got this DVD for this one. I've never seen this one. It's the newer one. It has Jenna Ortega in it though, which is interesting. It kind of makes me want to watch it just to like see it. I've seen like clips of the new one and stuff, but I don't know if I'll ever watch that. Next I have Little Monsters. I thought I watched this as a kid, but after I like got the DVD, I was like, maybe I never actually watched it, and I just like saw it. I actually used to get this confused with the Little Vampire, and I would refer to this as the Little Vampire. So not to this, I would refer to the Little Vampire as Little Monsters. I would be talking about that. So I don't think I've ever actually seen this, but since I have it, maybe I'll watch it this year for Halloween. Next I have Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why I'm so far off to the side. Next I have Lemony Snicket, a series of unfortunate events. I loved this movie growing up. This is a really good like autumn movie. Like if you don't want to watch like a Halloween movie, but you want to watch something with those vibes. I feel like this is a really good movie. Obviously there's also the show that was also really good because this only covers like the first like 3 books. So I don't know, watching this and then watch the show, yeah. And it has like Jim Carrey too. So next is and Meryl Streep. That cast was packed. Next I have The Last Song with Miley Cyrus. I remember being so excited to see this movie when I was younger. Next I have Labyrinth, obviously with David Bowie. Next I have The Lorax. I saw it sealed still. I saw this movie when it came out, obviously, but I only bought it on DVD because Taylor Swift's in it. I don't know if I'll ever really rewatch it, but I have it. Next I have The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. I said this in my last video. I grew up watching Adam Sandler movies. Like everyone in my household loved Adam Sandler, so we were always watching his movies, so they're really nostalgic to me, at least the earlier ones from like the 2000s. So next I have the Lizzie McGuire movie. Classic. Next I have The Little Vampire. Watched this movie all the time as a kid. Well, as much as I could, because I don't think we had like the VHS, so I'd only be able to get it if like I rented it from like Hollywood Video or something. But I still watch this movie like all the time during Halloween season, so it holds up somewhat, as much as it can for a kids movie. Next I have Madeline Manners. I don't remember watching the Madeline TV show that much as a kid. I think I mostly read the books, but I have the DVDs. Next I have Madeline, Halloween, and Other Spooky Tales. I'm excited to watch this year during Halloween, because I've never seen it, because I didn't watch the show that much as a kid. I mostly read the books and watched the live action one. So, but this looks like a cool little Halloween special, so I'm excited to see it. Next I have Madeline, the live action movie. This was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I could quote it, and I probably still could. I could quote so many lines. And I think this movie contributes to my fear of circus clowns, and like circus like workers type, like anyone who's like very, I don't know, done up like that. I don't know what the word would be. Clown. I'm just gonna say clowns, because I was terrified of clowns as a kid. And this is a spoiler for this movie. But she like pretty much gets kidnapped by some circus workers, some clowns, and I think it scarred me and made me even more scared of clowns. But I love this movie. And next I have Love Wrecked with Amanda Bynes and Chris Carmack. I actually just recently saw this movie a couple weeks ago, and it is not a good movie. There are parts of it where like the person will be talking and their words are like dubbed over. Like you can clearly see their mouth is not moving, but they're talking. It's almost like they wrote the script for this movie after they filmed the movie. But I love Chris Carmack, so I wanted it. And I thought it was an interesting concept. She gets stuck on a desert island with her celebrity crush. So yeah, but it was not good. But it was an interesting watch, is what I'll say. Nick DiRamio, I think is his name, has a good video about it on YouTube. If you like want to see it but don't want to actually watch it, because I watched that before I actually watched that movie, and then when I watched the movie I'm like, have I seen this before? But then I realized it was just because I had watched his video on it, and like there's so little actual like real plot to it that if you watch that video you pretty much have seen the whole movie. So yeah. Next is Max and Ruby Movie Night. Just another show that I watched as a kid. That just got given to me. I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it, even just for something nostalgic and something fun to watch in the background, because this character is so annoying as an adult. I realize how annoying he is. Well, both him and his sister. Not me talking crap about some rabbits. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever rewatch this until like I have kids or something. But I have it on DVD. Next I have Mary-Kate and Ashley 4-movie collection. I loved Mary-Kate and Ashley growing up. I loved all their like You're Invited To things and stuff. I don't think I watched these movies as much as I did like the You're Invited To, because I think once I was like old enough to like be watching these, I think I was already on to like Hannah Montana and like Disney Channel sitcom stuff. But I have seen these, so. Next I have Marie Antoinette with Kirsten Dunst. I only saw this movie one time as a kid, and I only remember like bits and pieces of it, so I wanted to rewatch it, so that's why I got it. The glare is so insane. Next I have Winnie the Pooh, Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I used to watch it all the time growing up. Yeah, it's very calming show, and like very nostalgic and calming. Especially this one, it has like the blistery day, so it's like really good for like autumn and stuff. So I like recommend this even if you're an adult, yeah, just to like put it on, because it's very like calming. It just calms me down. I don't really know what I'm trying to say in this video, but yeah, I love the movie. Next I have Man of the House with Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, I watched this movie when I was younger because I was obsessed with cheerleaders. So it's not really about them being cheerleaders though. It's about like him, it's like witness protection type thing, and him like watching over them. So next I have Miracle on 34th Street. This is the one from like the 40s. I watched it at my grandma's house as a kid. And this is her copy of it. She let me have it. I really want the one from the 90s with the girl from Matilda, but this is the one I have right now. It's just very nostalgic, and yeah, I think we watched it in black and white though, even though we had the other, whatever. Next I have Michael Jackson, This Is It, in a makeshift case. Next I have Meet the Robinsons. Great Disney movie. An underrated Disney movie. And it's about him like going to the future. I'm sure you know. Next I have Meet the Fockers. This was my favorite movie when I was like 14. Next I have Meet Angelina Ballerina. I loved her when I was younger because I thought I was named after her. I was named after Angelina Jolie, but I convinced myself I was named after her, so yeah. And she was a ballerina, and I loved ballerina because they like use all the like scores, and like the Nutcracker score and like all those, so like it was also another very like calming show to watch, I think. But kid shows were much like slower paced back in the day, so they weren't like flashy as they are now and like overstimulating as they are now. It was very like trying to like keep the kid calm. Next I have Monster House. This is probably my favorite Halloween movie. The first time I ever saw it was at a Best Buy. I didn't see the whole thing, but they had like a setup and they were playing it, so I watched a little bit of it and then wanted to see the whole thing, and I had to wait years to actually see the whole thing. Next I have Mr. Deeds. Again, watched Adam Sandler movies growing up. So, yeah. Next I have Mr. McWilliams' Wonder Emporium with Dustin Hoffman and Natalie Portman. This is like, it's closed, okay. This is like about a toy store. It's kind of sad, but it's like colorful. So, next I have Disney's Muppets Wizard of Oz. Yeah, this is a really long movie. I used to watch it and get it from the library a lot as a kid. It's like 3 hours long and it's very weird. Kermit has a conversation with like Quentin Tarantino. So I don't really know how much I would be rewatching this, but I watched it once as an adult and I was like, yeah, I don't need to rewatch this. Maybe when I have kids of my own, but yeah. Next I have My Scene Goes Hollywood, the movie. I used to play with the My Scene dolls as a kid, and they had like movies, so this is one of them. I don't really remember watching this one though. This one actually has Harvey Weinstein in it, and which is weird in hindsight because the movie's about her trying to be like a Hollywood star. This young girl goes to Hollywood. Harvey Weinstein's there. Yeah. Next I have Napoleon Dynamite. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. So, yeah. What is there to say? It's Napoleon Dynamite. Next, I have New York Minute, Mary-Kate and Ashley. I don't know if I ever actually really saw this movie, but I have it. Because I think by the time it came out again, I was like, either didn't have access to watch it, or was like watching other things. But yeah, there are some racial stereotypes in this movie, though, I will say, so I kind of don't even want to watch it because I'm like, fuck, F that. But, and lastly, I have Night at the Museum collection. I love these movies. It's probably one of my favorite trilogies. Love it. So, yeah. So that was all of the third part. I don't know when I'll have the fourth part up, but stick around for it. I hope you liked this batch of movies, and I will see you guys later. Bye.